and welcome to another episode of Cursed by the Misery. Tonight we're playing the module Curse of Strahd, but it's been changed, transformed, and we're playing in the system and the setting of Frostmark TTRPG, everything created by moi. There's a content warning for tonight of bad language, gothic, horror, heavy topics, and perhaps some gore. Hopefully not for our current state of the party. But with me I have a wonderful cast of full players. I got Lady Lyria, our half-elven magus, played by Pepper. Hello, welcome. Nice. Hamartia, our changeling druid, played by Cookie the Man. Hello, welcome.
Hello, welcome. I'm glad to be here. Yes.
Glad to have you. Nix the Vistani, our tiefling bard, played by Adriana.
I'm always here.
Oh God, no, go away. And certainly not, the shortest, our Sergivkaz, our undead paladin, played by Weemoo. Hello, welcome.
And I hurt Awi.
As weird coming from that voice. Guys, what happened last time?
Well. We started off with just meeting Sergei from the statue of Tatiana, and there was some interesting feelings in the air because of the soul inside of Illyria connecting to her love in a past life. And we figured out a lot of stuff from him. That he has been here for a while. He has tried to find Tatiana, but he couldn't find her, so that's why he stayed in the statue. And he also, has helped or tried to push other, the mist out and made it so Baldasaga can't see here, and was also allowed that the Raven Totem got hidden here.
Mm-hmm.
And he was able to tell us kind of more about what happened, how Strahd changed when he left to the temple with Patrina, Madame Eva, Kasan, and Rahaden. And they all went kind of mad in their own ways. And Illyria could tell a bit of her vision that she had in what happened shortly after his death, what she saw in the vision of Strahd fighting with his inner voice. And we tried to get more of information, but we noticed that this strained him, and he was getting weaker and weaker, and that there was things that tried to disrupt whatever conversation we're having. And he was we kind of tried to get some more information, but I think that's didn't really know more outside of how, I guess Chiscos also asked how the Sun Sword was crafted, but it was kind of something that they were discovered and was part of the archives, and he took it, he wanted to help. Then yes, he also have figured out that Sirius, she ratted out the other knights. She got played by Strahd through her connection to Sergei, and he's also sorry for that. That it's kind of partially his fault that the ambush was known to Strahd, and such the plan didn't work. They, all died. And we also asked how to save Madame Eva, but he just thinks that she changed because of the temple, and he doesn't really know how to do it. He did tell us that the Raven Totem itself has a special enchantment on it that can probably separate whatever entity has taken control over all these people, if used, and could either remove Strahd from the connection from what we think is Mother Knight, or maybe also help Eva, but it's very unclear if that's really something to be done. And so as we noticed that, things go to an end with him, we ask him, is there anything we should be worried about for the Strahd's court, but it seems like there's no real warriors there anymore, just no combatants, just court in a way. And Prince Ariel might be the only one that's I mean, obviously they're all vampires, but he might be a bit more crafty on his ways of doing things. And then he gets pushed back as his protection fails, and he disappears. And we get attacked by a large amount of zombies. And we start to murder them all. That's where we left.
Killed him.
Yeah, zombies that exploded into swarms of poisonous snakes.
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, Cookie, read that session summary because there are savory details, I will say.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you couldn't join us. Okay, let's get back to where we were, shall we? Let's go there, and let's go here. Oh no, we're still at the statue. We should go there instead.
Just about to leave.
Dating. Yeah. About to leave for sure. Weary, wet, muddy, and worse for wear, you wade through the remains of the viscera and corpses you leave behind. What now colors the scenery before Tatiana captured in stone is a sea of scattered pieces of rotting flesh, torn and burned snake bodies, and the blood that they ooze. Now, when the ghost of Sergei no longer lingers here, it feels oddly cold and lonely in his wake. The mists has creeped in once more, swirling around your feet and amongst trees. Sunset and twilight has come and gone, and now all light has left your world. With Sol guiding Harmatius away, you turn to Jocasta, let him take you towards a semblance of safety, you hope. In your limited sight, dead or dying branches akin to skeletal fingers reach out towards you from the darkness. Dark ponds of murky, greenish-yellow waters ripple from time to time with unknown activity all around. And in this blackness, the sound of hundreds of insects, the fluttering of tiny wings, and the hollow croaking of toads intensifies and engulfs you. Any sudden appearance of a root, a reaching branch, or a wayward stone in the edge of your vision is a potential sign of danger, until finally the mists part enough for you to recognize what it truly is. And any and all sounds of approaching insect wings and disturbed pond water makes you immediately glance this way, guarded and on edge. The night is alive, and you know it's not particularly friendly towards you. So, Tintroma, will you simply make haste towards the inn and towards Drybreads?
It's definitely what.
Illyria, one more thing. As the battle is finished and she makes sure that there are no more zombies coming, I think she will just quickly move back to the statue and just catch it at the hands again and just, I guess she wants to know if Sergei is gone or just very weakened right now. As she tries to connect with the statue again.
Make me a perception intelligence.
Right. 22.
Damn, can low roll. Roll low. as you stand there and focusing a little bit, basically, perhaps it takes place as everybody is stomping zombie bodies into smaller pieces to take their souls. There are around the head, like a few, like tiny sparks, almost like light bugs, of like small nodes of teal blue light that kind of like dance around the head for a bit before like they fade away.
I think she just stays there for a moment, takes a deep breath, and then like looks at the others collecting souls and realizes that she probably should take something also, and joins them again.
All right. Okay. We move on.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Let's do so. Back to here. Navigating through the untamed wetlands, you circle around the ruined burgomaster's mansion, now lying quiet and undisturbed without this custodian spirit who wailed within. The barely contained graveyard just beyond it, fenced in by a buckling wrought iron fence, is not equally silent. There's groans on the wind, of slack-jawed grunts, of echoes of pain and unconscious ravenous hunger. There's also the sound of disturbed earth, of digging, of claws racking through wet dirt. There's also the occasional slow-moving shadow of a vague shape of a hulking humanoid frame that, behind the fencing, moves through the mist at the edges of your vision. You shouldn't probably linger here for long, as it's no place for the living anymore.
Let's make sure we don't run into these water creatures again. And if we do, we better start flying or something.
Agreed. They are more than we may be able to handle for the moment.
Okay, this is scary as shit. Let's move.
You hurry along, keeping a tense silence as best you can, not to disturb these things further. The northern edge of the graveyard do come into view, and then shortly afterwards, all sight of it is left behind in your wake. And you take a western path back towards the village proper instead of circling the eastern route. And as soon after you cannot see it anymore, the sounds of it ceases to haunt your backsides as well. For now, it seems like as time passes, they are either unable to keep up with you or are no longer hunting you. You pass through a thick forested area where the cobbled path has survived rather well, and you quickly move past it. Soon, branching paths split off this main road, turning further west, arcing back towards the village. You pass by two abandoned ruins of homes where trees and greenery has exploded around and from within at these crossroads, and then the path sinks a little bit further down into the landscape again and into the swamps, barely surviving just over or underneath the surface of the stubborn waters of this river. Soon, a shadow of structure and intersecting stone roads apparates within the mists and in the darkness, because you steer past the caved-in home of the candlemaker, past a courtyard where an abandoned and overgrown well stands, through a tighter alleyway littered by fallen debris in between two structures, and further north into a grid-like layout of homes and paths. Like earlier this day, the town is a scenery of a losing battle between civilization and the wilderness, with sickly greenery all around that sprouts from the decaying remains of homesteads. But just as the graveyard you left behind is not as peaceful as it once were. The building creak in the dark. The complaints of strained floorboards that buckle underneath shifting weights. There's a soft, echoing cry that comes from a home that you pass by. There's a frantic whisper of a children's rhyme from another. And from every awning, every corner, every patio overhang, hanging talismans of dried reeds forced into various shapes, small stones and shells rap and clink and clank in the moist and warm breeze.
The almost mind games of, well, audio playing around them seems to begin to stress him out, but for the moment he hopes it is just that, some form of trickery and torment, and will try to continue to lead the party on to get towards the homestead they have been given refuge in.
All right. The seamster's workshop and home lies gutted like a pilfered carcass just beyond. Nothing but its foundation and some beams hinting of a shape of a house remained. And beyond that, you gaze out on a dark, swampy pond that used to be a communal garden. Now sunken into this pond, where a large back portion of the schoolhouse has fallen into. Its debris is half underneath and half over the rippling surface of the pond water. But rushing beyond that, you steer clear of what remains of the more gaudy structure of Barrow's Mercy Tavern. You turn from the stone foundation of the little theater that now hosts several goats, guarded still by those strange scarecrows, and you are all relieved to see thin trails of smoke oozing out of several chimneys of the Sleeping Night Inn. Light spilling out from its various windows, and there is definitely a sigh of hopeful relief.
I think Illyria, just because she knows that this whole thing going there might be troublesome for them, she would like to look out if anyone that she doesn't know is like watching them, or in general if anyone is watching them go towards this house.
Okay. Yeah, make me a perception intelligence.
Yes, sir. Well, 24.
Jesus Christ! No. There doesn't seem to be any presences on the street that you pass by, or like lurking on roofs or in shadows and in corners. You look up, of course, onto the roof of the side building here, where Dana used to hide with her bow to threaten you all, and you don't see any figure there. You do swear, though, as you glance all around, that one of the scarecrow's heads changed position. But that could have just been your imagination.
Great.
Kill the scarecrow.
I think for now, yeah. She just notices that.
Okay. Do you guys head towards the door?
We venture inside.
You venture
Yes.
inside.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. Hyped to go inside a door.
Really,
Yes, no
really
idea what's
hyped.
going on.
Hey, I haven't been in a door in a while, okay? I didn't get Sergey privileges.
I get it, I
Okay,
get
need to
it,
be
I get it.
excited about something.
Okay, Hamati goes to the door first.
Like, I'll do it.
You hear the
Alright.
message again of like, hey,
Um,
welcome.
yeah, like approaching on that side path, walking in between the two houses as you get into a certain kind of radius. Still in his decorated, chisel out alcove above the door, the porcelain doll opens his mouth and a voice is rather loudly, like somewhere in this direction, but not entirely centered on it, which makes it like somewhat more creepier. Welcome back, travelers! We hope you bring good tidings worthy of our coven.
We do, yes. We've gathered some information.
Yes, some very nice information.
You do hear shuffling inside, a door opening, probably caused by the forewarning of this doll. And through the warping windows, you see shapes step into the foyer. And soon afterwards, the door unlocks by Dana, with Matea hovering close behind. There's, of course, also Mary hovering in the threshold of the doorway leading into the main room, trembling as she does. Dana's wrinkly face still furrows in disapproval, but there's a glint of curiosity in her eyes as she opens the door wider for your entry. Matea checks in the state of your appearance with concern. By Mother Knight's embrace? What happened to you?
Lots of fighting. And she like moves in and makes sure to remove her shoes and everything and kind of pats herself down a little bit.
Many unwelcome encounters.
But we got information that you were looking for.
You
About
did.
The
Good.
baby and the parents.
Alright, She still like looks at all of you a little bit concerned, but then like moves to the side and moves into the main room, like giving you all like orders to properly like dust off the mud before entering into the main room. Alright, let's hear it and see if you've earned your beds this night.
Just one question. The scarecrows. Did they do people look through them?
There is like a look between Dana and Mateja. I've spent most of my life at Baba's side, yet there are secrets that she hoards more jealously than others, but it's no secret that they are her minions. To what extent, I do not know.
See. Good to know. Well, to the information, we were lucky enough to have some ghost that was semi-present for the event. There was a bestial roar heard before the screams of the parents.
A bestial roar?
Yes, very, very much so. Nothing.
What? Could you produce something like that, Dana? A roar? I mean, there are wayward bears sometimes that wander in. Of course.
I know about.
Yes.
I know about werewolves that, people that can change into murderous beings. I don't know if any of the witches have any sort of transformations. Any of the coven have any of that ability?
I have not heard about this thing about transforming into beasts, but Baba, I mean, the flies and her, she can willingly transform into a swarm of them and out of it, that I know. She has many tricks up her sleeve. I don't know if I know the end of them. But no, like, not even that rumored swamp thing, Dana. There's more like groans from that thing, no? Yeah, I haven't heard anything like a mighty roar, no. Most larger animals anyway, they stay away. I need to hunt towards the edges of the territory to find deer and such. A roar. A roar. I don't know if any of the acolytes have such a power to transform into something like that. But they are cheap tricks, for sure. Things they can produce.
Do you know whether Baba herself has any such creatures under her thrall?
The flies, the scarecrows, ghosts and zombies.
The tree.
Oh,
Are you not aware of that?
I am. A recent thing, though. Couple of months.
Perhaps we may have to revisit to see if we can find more on this beast.
I think just in general, having a lookout for any, abilities or things that could draw. It seems like once we find something like that, we have a culprit, since there seems to be no such thing here.
Yes, I will update you that the news of your arrival has spread between the covens, and Rumen has asked us to group up and scare you away, ambush you, but I declined. Ruken warned me to be careful and said I was being foolish. Didn't agree with my current path of things. Of course, I couldn't give my true reasons for what I'm doing this. Mr. Spaba has accepted, for now, your presence, and, well, I said that you traded with me. Things, food, items that will be of useful to me, and I felt indebted. But this lie won't stand forever, so tomorrow I need more.
Right. Do you think it is useful to talk to the other covens? Or engage with them? I mean, that certainly would take away their surprise.
I think you should. Wukon. He's the oldest among us because not only just by the grace of being born first, he's smart. I respect him. You might... I don't know. He says he doesn't know anything to me, but perhaps you discovered something that I have been unable to. And you know very well my suspicions about Rumen. He does have a bestial side to him.
Maybe he can transform.
By the nature of being isolated covens, here, there are certainly things that we do not... All our cards, we do not want to give them away. Just in case. Perhaps. He has had the most to gain from their deaths.
I agree. Certainly is a reasonable suspect. But, is that information enough for a night's sleep?
It's the best clue I've gathered. Yes. But as I said, I need more for tomorrow. And if you would wish, you may impress me with some kind of trade here and now for resources, materials we might need, and I will offer you some clean water and a place to remove all of that mud.
I think we can do that. Probably have some rations we could trade.
Food will be welcomed, especially if it's different from what we have here. Goat meat, cheese, milk, it gets tiring.
I do have something, but I don't think you might like it. You said exotic, yes?
Not necessarily so, but now I'm curious.
How exotic?
She squints.
Because I have here, and I will pull out a bunch of pocket worms! Finest snack you can find.
The texture doesn't really agree with me, but I mean, I've been known to make a mean cricket stew from time to time.
Yeah, this will add some very much needed protein to your diet.
That's true. If you chop them up fine enough. I will. I
We also
guess
have normal rations.
a ladle of water is worth of these worms. Yes, please do share. And
Okay.
clean water would be yours.
Guess we'll have like I don't know, what do you guys think? Like 4 rations or something?
How many do we have right now, actually?
54 it says in the party inventory. I don't know if that's where it was taken track, but yeah.
No, it's correct. I'm tracking it.
No,
Perfect.
so
So-
4 rations sounds really nice.
Yeah, like basically to make this a little bit more set in stone.
We have rations for 11 days right now, so...
Nice. A ration as payment for each person who want to take a bath.
Ooh. I guess unless how much do you want to take a bath?
No.
4 rations. Then 4 rations is correct.
All right. Okay. Mary.
Maybe she gets like a little bit for her contribute.
Adds to the natural musk.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Mary do help the room kind of becomes a little bit of a hustle and bustle situation with activity. Matea and Dana kind of helps setting the table and like prepare some simple foods. Is basically like a goat stew with simple vegetables and some tubulars. Whilst Mary helps with a washroom in the back, and she brings forward with some struggle a barrel full of water. It's not like a shower situation. It's more like, you know, you take a bucket from the wash from the barrel, and then like you use that bucket as much as possible, and like you wash yourself with it and ladle, you know, as much as you can as you sit on like a stool, basically. And you're given privacy, one after the other, to do this. It's definitely needed for especially Lyria and Jipkos.
Well, his still rotting flesh, so.
Indeed. And food is laid out on the table. It seems like the Mateja, Dana, and Mary already had food. And so when they kind of finish, they say that they will retire to their own quarters, and you were shown like the door to Dana's, where you're allowed to like knock and ask for help. And otherwise, like, you're left alone in the process of washing up and having dinner.
We do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For Nyx, obviously, this is the first kind of luxury indulgence in a while. So he would decide to choose to go last. Say like, don't use up all the hot water you've got. And just like use up all the water. Like and spend more time in there than you would expect a human or like a person to spend in there with a bucket.
Yeah. Gotta calm that pompadour, you know, to perfection.
For like, you know, checking all the nooks and crannies, going over 3 times, you know, trying to ensure that he's actually clean for a change.
Are you? Yeah.
He comes out sparkling.
Well, as much as you can in this.
As much as you can.
There is like simple soap, but it's very little and very meager. But yeah, like made from tallow. And it gets a little bit late, like waiting for everybody to go through this process, and we're basically at around like 10, 11 in the evening. And you know, you all gone through the process, and you're just sitting down in this main room of the Sleeping Nights Inn with companionable silence.
All right.
Lyria feels really comfortable being clean again.
At some point, Nyx will say, like, I know that we're inside, but we're still under watch of all these hags covens. I think, what do you think about having, you know, the same standard watch pattern just in case, you know, someone stays awake, in case someone is a little bit too inquisitive with our equipment, or indeed wishing to get a little too close to our throats for any reason?
I would propose the same thing. And if possible, a alarm, of course.
Oh, true. Alarm spell. Lyria's.
Yes, of course, shall be done at the door.
Do we really need more than that?
Well, I think it's prudent. Don't you?
I mean, I suppose it doesn't hurt. I guess I would kind of enjoy not having to look over my shoulder for a night, but it seems like
Well, that's
not
more than
possible.
enough for us to go around if you wish to catch a full night's sleep.
I don't have to.
No, take it. I mean, you've been through a lot. There was a lot of zombies you chopped down. And Jivkos doesn't sleep. So, yeah, take it. And the rest of us will keep watch. No problem.
Jivkos does sleep.
Oh, does?
He rests. He does. Basically, his soul rests.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I can also take some watch. I mean, we don't have to watch alone.
I think there is plenty of us to allow Illyria to sleep, and for us all to obtain a full night's rest.
Agreed.
I agree as well.
You've earned it, my dear.
Kind of gets like a slight smile, kind of a little bit forced.
Hey,
Okay.
hey.
Hmm?
Everyone deserves a rest, even you.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Kind of finish the plate, yeah. Get back up into our room.
Okay. You guys retire to your sleeping quarters.
Yes.
Hamatia will let Soul guard as well and order him to let her know if he
We
sees
have
anything funny.
to recast him
Oh, why?
for now.
Is
He
he-
did unfortunately disappear
No!
in our last fight, yes.
Yeah, unfortunately. He went down gloriously, though.
Mm-hmm.
In the blaze
Protected
of...
you.
Okay, so Hamatia will say, okay, I need to do one more thing before I go to sleep.
I mean, you didn't bathe, so you had plenty of time to do that.
It's true.
That's
when
true.
when Soul is resummoned, like he immediately like shoots out and like starts flying around Hamartia's head, and he goes, "I'm so pumped up! There was so much blood. It was glorious. Did you see me? Did you see me? Did you see me?
I've seen you! I've seen you! It was so awesome!
It was so gory, and I was so cool. I went ha and with my light rays, and they just boom."
Man, this staff, and she'll put that and look at the stuff of it's like the best thing ever. I can
The best. Never let it go.
and I think we'll both laugh maniacally. a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, for sure.
Ah!
As like Saul like dances around the stuff. Once you're like close the door and Area sets up his alarm spell by it and like warns people not to go to the toilet in the middle of the night before like letting him know. He kind of clears his throat and says, "Well, that was very helpful. Illyria, good job. That was shocking, to say the least, to meet such a illustrious character from the past, from history, from the pages of history itself.
It was very strange.
But now, with the Raven Totem, it feels more important more than ever.
Yeah.
Right.
I wonder if I know we had our plans on what we want to do after we're finished here. I wonder if we need it for protection from whatever this Mother Night is. Because, I mean, we don't know exactly what can happen when we go to this temple. What if some of us gets, I don't know, driven to madness? Maybe we need this totem to sever them to prevent that from happening.
I
Can't
was
say
thinking the
one
same.
way or another. But yeah, I don't think any one of us has been in the temple, so it's a bit of a stretch to think that. But I mean, if that's where Mother Knight feels like she has her power, then it kind of makes sense.
That's what happened to Strahd, Rohadin,
But would the
Adamiva.
totem itself prevent madness?
I mean, he said they would be able to sever the connection at least. So we
Yeah.
might not be able to make us mad in the first place.
So it's time to put an end to Aragal's reign.
It seems like we're going to give him a very violent visit. Did.
We won't know
mean,
what
I
he
hate
does
to have
until
our-
we get our hands on it.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to have our elven friend wait any longer, but I don't know. I'm not sure if we're prepared. I mean, I'm thinking about. I mean, Strahd quite powerful, and he got taken over. Madame Eva is quite powerful.
I mean, you make a compelling argument. So I mean, back then when he held it aloft in front of all of the Vestani, it wasn't appropriate to really snatch out his hand and behead him right there in front of everyone. Otherwise, they would revolt and just string
No,
us up.
yeah.
But if it's more of a covert mission, I mean, I don't know where he is right now, but I'm sure our dear friend Jivkos can potentially take some time to find him.
I could, if you wish for me to do that tomorrow.
Not necessarily right now, but obviously when we get
This one's-
moving to our next
yeah.
destination. And
It is-
hopefully he's not surrounded by a whole bunch of other, guards and such. But even if he is, I think maybe we have to bite the bullet and tell each other that we are strong enough to change the history of this land.
If you wish for me to track him, I may, as Baba Lysaga seems immune to it in her domain after all.
We have plenty of stuff to do here, obviously, in the first place, and with a bunch of undead knights that are chasing us that we definitely need to free. Otherwise, we're always going to have someone at our back trying to kill us. So this
Indeed.
comes first, and then you can change your target. I mean, maybe we could also, I mean, if we fear we are losing time, we could also try to goat him, get him
Goat?
closer to us.
Oh,
Maybe.
gold. Okay.
Goat, yes.
Do you think he'd like his chances with a duel with you? Or something?
Are you talking to me?
Yes!
A duel?
Yeah, like. You go like, what's up? I go, you big fat. I don't know. Poop of a man? I challenge your honor or something. Is that
The
like a
Vestani
thing?
don't really do things like that.
Ah, you're not fun. You're like doing weird things without doing nice things. Yes. Ah,
I mean, reputation is very important to a Vestani.
so maybe
So-
we can. Like, I'm just thinking that maybe just confronting him face to face might not be the best option.
Well, certainly, like going to Aragon now, when he has all the power and he's turning people into were-ravens and whatnot. If he wasn't intolerable earlier, before he had it, he is definitely going to be that now. And any sort of argument to say, "Hey, give me the Raven Totem. It's not good for your health. You're looking a little bit tired." It's not going to work like that. Aragal is going to be, "Oh, I have the power, and nothing you can do about it because the Lord of Darkness looks over me, and I am his chosen. Screw you."
Well, maybe you can use
So,
that ego.
So
maybe.
we need. Maybe we can find a way to ruin his reputation, to ruin his credibility, because he's like really deep in, very shady, dealings, and I'm sure that Strad isn't his first sin and won't be the last.
And what do we do with that? Because we tried to do that at the whole voting time, and that didn't really go down with Vestani. They still believed in him, and with me being the alternative, and me being like a half-blood outcast, someone who isn't really part of the Vestani kind of is. We've already done our bit in convincing Luvash to take his forces and leave Aragal. So they are obviously now more dwindled, and there's also hopefully fewer of them around. But I think the time for going the Vistani way of trying to shame him has long since passed.
I agree. We need to steal or take him from him. I'm just saying, if we feel like we are pressed for time and we don't, want to move back towards, I suppose it's a little bit closer to the castle also. We could try to go to him, say, I don't know, to meet him somewhere or whatever. Maybe his ego will be more than willing to confront us or whatever.
I doubt it. I really do. He's not that kind of guy. He's a coward at heart. He wouldn't really take the bait without any sort of guard, especially if he knows it's us.
Sure. I mean, he can have guards. We are pretty sneaky.
That we are, but he spent a lifetime playing in the darkness. So he is also sneaky.
It's fair. I mean, obviously we will figure out where he is, and maybe he is just nearby, and then none of this matters.
Perhaps he's right behind you!
Either way, we should come up with a plan, and next I think you will be instrumental towards that, because if we still take any stock in Madame Eva's prophecy, I mean, it seems like the second artifact is some of his powers have been revealed to us, and how it can help us.
True. I will think upon it and see if there's anything I can do.
Yeah, I mean, I could technically always send a message if anything. If there's anyone you think we could also reach out to that could help us, any of the Vistani that are still with Aragal.
I'm not entirely sure about that. I mean, factions have split and Vestani are now fractured. What we need is something to get through to him without him knowing that it's getting through to him. Like your sister, Hamatir.
Sister?
Right, when they were alive and we were going to kill them and they decided to put the dreams in our brains. That was obviously from afar, but the dreams, I'm assuming, if it's a magical spell, it doesn't have to be, well, endless years of torture hanging in a dark room. Nick shuddered slightly. But it could be something that suggests he should go venture out. Maybe an omen, and that he needs to go to one of the waterfalls, and there he will be blessed with additional power. I don't know, but I mean,
I don't know how to do the dream thing. I was never taught that, but I suppose that. I mean, if it's an ability of my family, maybe it's inverse somewhere. I just hope it won't be really. Yeah, I just don't want to get to their level, if you understand what I mean.
I was just providing an example of how we could influence him. If it is a situation where we have to play on his ego and play on his insecurities and his cowardice, but not raising his defenses, it has to be very delicate and surgical. I think more.
Can think about it. For
Yes.
now, As she sits down, I can send some messages for this evening. I mean, at least asking Davian what he might know. Sounds like one message at least. Is there anyone else specific we're going to want to ask? Is anything in Kresk of interest to us? Do we want to reach out to Danica in the cell?
If you can, and it's not too much of a bother, I'd like to message the girls in my manor to see everything is going fair according to plan, because I'm a little bit afraid of start doing something for them.
Yeah, we also
To
have
them.
sent, the ravens there, so at least we told them that it might be a safe place, so sounds like a good idea, yeah.
Yeah, let's talk with the he's like what one girl, really responsible. Maybe we should contact her. Let me get her name in my mind.
You let me know what you want to say, and I'll start with Davian, because he said ominously that he's not gonna have long to live, so... and she kind of cross-legs on her bed, kind of starts to focus in, kind of putting her other hand over her soul mark on her hand, the back of her hand.
Okay, I think it's Fania. Do you remember Fania?
I think so.
Okay, please, first things first, ask Fania if well, you don't have to do 725 words, shit.
Think about it.
I'm not good with honest, genuine consent stuff.
Did you guys leave? Wait. A genuine question for the GM, because I don't remember. Did you guys leave children there? Or didn't you send them to the house? No, right. A group wanted to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some left in the middle of the
Yeah,
night.
Yeah,
and
some left after Milivoid, and they were given. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. And Fanya and the
They were
small
given
ones
some
remain.
like healing potions and food
Right,
and fucking
right.
lights and shit.
Thank you. I stopped caring about the orphans a long time ago.
Someone else's problem.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Perfect.
Yeah, so please send a message to Fania. Just ask how are things in Squall Manor, and if there is anything they need, and perhaps you should allow them as well. The Martikov's coming.
Yeah. I'll do that. For Davian, I think we're mostly interested in, I guess, what he knows about Mother Night, or maybe what he knows about the totem. I mean, we got good information on the totem now, but
I
there might
think
be
with
more.
Davian, it's more he wants to speak to us, so why complicate things and just introduce yourself and say, I'm here to listen for anything that's important. We're a
You
little
got
tied
25
up.
words.
Mm.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Davian, here's Illyria. You wanted to speak with us. I can give you 25 words for now. Choose them carefully. Whatever you can tell us that could be of use, let us know. I guess I need to make a soul check.
Mhm.
Okay, nice. Then I wait for a response.
I've heard how a sending spell works, girl.
She already rolls her eyes.
This is outrageously unhelpful. Do you think I can tell you the collected knowledge of the Martico family in 25 words or less? Come talk to me!
He is still as annoying as ever. Well. He, seems unwilling to part with any information in 25 words or less, it seems. Well, let's just hope he survives until we can meet him.
Maybe we should tell him to write the secret message if he dies.
I think he's gonna answer and say, Skirl, do you think you can write a note to the whole Matikov family and hide it? Or something like that.
Such a sad ass.
Right, Fania, no?
Yes. You're fun, yeah.
I hope I don't startle the girl.
Oh shit, yes.
It's fine. I'll try to be as gentle as possible. Fania, it's Illyria here with Matia. I know this is strange, but we just wanted to check in with you. For magic. Is everything going alright? We have sent people over. Matikovs. They're allowed to join. You can reply. Just think.
Oh, bright morning, Lord. This is amazing. Hi. I'm fine, thank you. The babies are recovering well. Children being unruly like usual. Food slowly running out. I could use some help. We will.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
She said that food is running out.
Oh no, shit! Are we starving?
No, not. It's running out. It's not gone yet.
Okay.
But we might have to move by. I suppose at least it would be on the way to Sir Pool if we want to go there after going to the Knights. So that's at least something.
Okay. As long as she's doing well, but it seems like we need our help as well, fortunately enough.
Worrying, but good to hear that they are safe for the moment.
Right. So, what is of interest of us? What's in the world should we? I mean,
Yeah,
I could also Nix, if you know anyone that could give us trusted information of what's going on, I could also send them a message for the Vistani.
How
Or-
many can you do?
2 more for tonight.
I think one of our trusted allies that could potentially help us would be Essie. And we haven't heard from her for a while.
It's a good idea. What we're looking for, like, what's happening on their side, or
Well, she wasn't at Madame Eva's funeral,
right?
and she may know what's going on purely by seeing it herself. I don't even know where she is.
Oh, you
But,
did hear from Mariella that
That they supported, yeah.
Esmeralda followed the Martikovs, like fled to Kresk, and has helped to escort the active members of the Martikovs out of Kresk and like
Oh, she's
head.
with the Marc house.
Yeah, and she goes to the um,
Mhm.
windmill, to the manor there.
So if
with
we know
Marc.
Esmeralda, then perhaps Asphodel.
Oh,
If we need strength to take back that Raven totem, I can't think of anyone stronger. No offense, Chief Ghost.
None
Right.
taken.
Right. Okay. I can talk to her. What do we want to say?
Well,
Not sure I can convince her of anything.
I think she wouldn't know about the fate of the children that she tried to save. What with them being turned now into werewolves. I think she might want to know that. I think she might want to know our predicament. That we're looking to get the second vestige. She knows that she was with us when we took the Sun Sword. I think if she wants any sort of revenge on some of the people that are causing this land, including the children's strife, Aragal is one of them, and maybe she has a vested interest in assisting us with a little bit of vengeance.
Okay. I do have 25 words.
Yes.
I mean, I suppose I could, I don't know, just ask for help?
Perhaps,
Not
maybe.
sure I can explain everything.
Of course, but maybe you use your best, judgment.
Okay. Okay, so the most important thing is the kids you saved got turned. Arigal is maybe responsible for that. I don't know. That's not even really true, right?
He's not responsible, but yeah, that's a lot. Maybe don't mention the kids right away, but there's,
Okay.
I mean,
Let's say
you guys knew that most of the children at the Weber Cave have been turned. Like she took several of them, but not
Yeah.
not Felix nor Laszlo. And she took the youngest ones to Kresk to like watch over them and teach them how to deal with the lycanthropy.
I mean, maybe I just let her know that the second vestige is in possession of Arigal, and
we need their help.
we are currently dealing with Babali Saga, and we might need her help. And if she can, if she's able to leave Kresk, I mean, if she does, it might mean Kresk will fall.
Why would it mean Kresk would fall?
I mean, there has been shown interest in taking control over all these cities in Barovia. I mean, I thought that's why she's there, to protect Kresk.
Not particularly. She didn't really care so much about Kresk itself.
Sure, I mean, if we're not worried about that, do we want to catch up with her? Do we want to have her, I don't know, gather information?
It's easy to just say, we're in need of your strength once more. If you are available, can you let us know?
Okay. Okay. As for that, she again tries to focus harder, and she visualizes Asphoda's face once again, and she says, "Hey, Asphoda, we might be in need of more strength if you can muster. one of the vestiges is in the enemy's hands. Arigal. Currently dealing with Baba Lysaga. Lots going on. Be nice if you could help us out. Maybe you already are. That's it.
There's a lot of things. I need to make sure that these are 25 words.
Understand.
All right. The rather calm and resonant voice of Asphodel fills your mind, Lyria, and perhaps is, I mean, it's both a relief, but it's also a little bit of memories.
Yeah.
Finally, little Illyria. Am I so scary? I've returned to Kresk safely. Gilly and Lottie too. The Mardikovs left to protect the rest. Bats around, figures in the night. That dark-skinned female spawn came to ask for surrender. I don't plan to give it to her. Great news. But when I move, make it sure it means something so people here don't get hurt unnecessarily.
She shudders a bit. And then she looks at the rest. Okay. She seems interested. She'll just relay like what she said basically.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like if we got clearer details, she'll be down.
Something. Thank you.
Nice.
That's good. That's good. It's good to hear from us for that.
Yep.
But also a little bit worrying.
Indeed.
It seems like they're taking an interest in Kresk now too.
Yeah.
God is consolidating power a little bit, doesn't he?
He's
I
scared.
feel like we made him active. I made him active again. He was kind of mostly just slowly withering.
Right.
And, if that's something a vampire can really do, but you know what I mean. But he seems active again. Wanting to, I don't know, take control again over everything that he might have let slide over the years.
And it's not. You make it sound like it's your fault, Leah. It's not your fault.
No.
You didn't.
I
made
couldn't
him...
have known that I'm Tatiana soul reincarnated when I came here, could I?
Yes.
Yet there's still something we have to live with. To be fair, it's probably the only reason we can live with it right now. Outside of Unix, probably.
Thanks.
You know, I don't want to divert the conversation, but there's something on my mind that I wish to unburden.
Go ahead. Perfect
So,
time.
I'm supposed to be a witch, yes?
Mhm.
And, well, what we've seen here, Barbary Saga takes good care of her, well, let's call it covens, minions, foes. Whatever, I feel a little bit like I have a responsibility for the orphans at the manor, and it's kind of feeling like I am teaching them.
I mean, you're trying to save them, to give them a chance at a better life. Right?
Yes, but I mean, they're still funny. Is only 17. She can't take care of the whole thing forever. I mean, what's going to happen next? Someone has to take responsibility for them, and they are in my home. And I'm not doing it right now. I just left them there, and I feel like this is no better than what my mother did. I mean, at least she gave them food. I'm giving them nothing.
Give them freedom.
The freedom to starve. You heard she's running out of food, and I'm here.
We'll go back there. We'll help them.
You are treating them far kinder than they were treated under her. I saw with my own eyes how she did treat them, and it may have appeared nice, but she did do it with fear.
I know what my mother is capable of. I'm not really suggesting that I'm somehow worse than my mother, but the point is that we need some. I mean, maybe just me, maybe it's something that I don't need to drag all of you into this, but I need to find some solution. I need to maybe an apprentice or someone who can take responsibility for the manor and its resident.
I mean, Ezzy and the Matikovs are on the way for now. They can
Yes.
look over the kids, and I mean, maybe figure out how they will, make their own food. I'm not sure we can. We have these things that can make things grow, but they also have bad downsides. I'm not sure we should use them, but I mean, the Matikovs used them, and they had grown very nice crops. So maybe we can, make them self-sustainable in some way.
Maybe maybe I'm overthinking it. But
No, I
it
think
feels
it's good
like
you're thinking about it.
it feels like that as a witch, I need to take responsibility for my words, and I am not words, and I am not doing it right now. I don't know.
All right.
But
I
you
think
are
it's-
also more than just a witch, little Amatia. Just as
Indeed.
I am more than just a storm mage of the Protectorate.
Oh, that's kind words. And I agree with his words. I'm not saying that I'm only a witch. I'm saying that I took control of the manor and its surrounding, and you know, I feel like all the hags here left some sort of very negative impression on their surroundings. And I kind of want to put a little twist on the witch, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, and Lyria's gonna like pick up your hands in her hands uh, and kind of look at you and say, I think that's a wonderful idea. And I think we might just have the time, and we will all together help out these kids. We'll find the time, and we'll figure something out. Because I understand what you're feeling, and I think it's a wonderful idea.
Thank you.
Figure something out.
Thank you. I don't mean to suggest anything practical. I just seeing these sort of covens and the system. I just thought that it might be nice to, provide like actual shelter, do not, life-threatening deaths.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I can be a good witch.
I think you already are.
Uh,
Much
Thank
better
you.
than any this valley has ever seen.
Yay! So let's keep it that way. Let's stay alive.
Agreed.
I'm sure we shall.
Well, I have one more sending to go. Do we think I should try to talk to Danica? She's locked up in the castle. Maybe I could try to reach out to Emil, I think was his name. I don't know him super well, but it might be possible from description learned. I guess it might also be possible that when I send a message to the castle, it gets either blocked or monitored, so that should be kept in mind too.
I would imagine there is a chance they have some form of anti-magic. But it may be worth trying to see if they do. If not, to send the message.
Right. And I suppose for figuring it out, it might be safer to send Danica a message because I guess it's not surprising that we might want to infer how she's doing. Strahd knows very well that we know her.
Indeed.
He basically introduced us to her. In a way. Well, okay. I guess I will just send my condolences and let her know that we're doing whatever we can to fix it. Okay?
And perhaps an encouraging word of staying strong. It could not hurt.
Yes, good idea. Danica. We are worried about you. We heard what happened. We will fix it. Stay strong. Is there anything we can do?
Don't bother with me. You have to be careful. He's using my children against me. If anything, save them. Or kill me before I can say more. Stay safe.
She takes a moment to kind of process the raspy voice and everything. And I think she'll say, it's going really bad for her. Apparently using the children to convince her to share, or she just seems to have trouble like saying it out loud, even though she just heard it. I wish this wouldn't have happened. I don't know if we can do anything, but I feel like we should.
You sound really stressed, like whatever's happening right now.
She could barely speak. Feel her exhaustion.
Where is she? Where?
Well, holed up in the castle. Captured. Her and the children are captured, and Irvin is dead. Can only imagine. And apparently, I don't think Strahd cares to take children. Her posture kind of breaks a little bit on that bed.
I would not be surprised if he turned to such despicable tactics. What are her children? Or are we aware of where they are?
In the halls of the castle, I assume. I mean, I might be able to inquire if she knows a more clearer location.
It would be good to do so, but I would not want to put false hope if we are unable to do so.
I think we're all she has right now. It's better than nothing, probably.
Then perhaps adding it to our list of actions may be good.
She nods. I mean, we want to go to the castle anyway to try and help Madame Eva, right?
Well, maybe. Eventually.
I mean, if we have the totem, maybe that can help her.
get the feeling that you're putting a lot of weight onto this totem. That it's not going to be
I
like the
know,
thing that cures everything.
but it might. You don't know that.
I know not to get my hopes up.
I understand. I guess it's just down right now, so I was looking for something.
I appreciate what you're doing, Illyria, but we can't save everyone. You know that, right?
We know that.
This land is a terrible land, generally speaking. And it's got its own problems. You have to let some of them happen because you're not a god, unfortunately. You're a saint, for sure, but not exactly a god.
Well, we'll see what will come up. If it's not meant to be, then it is not meant to be. I will not just let it go, though. But if it's
I
not
don't
meant to
expect
be,
you
it's not
to.
meant to
It's
be.
just you put a lot of weight on your own shoulders unnecessarily. So this is Barovia.
It is a bleak and dark place. Sadly, not all may see the light.
I think I'm putting a lot of my shoulders because we can actually do things, unlike almost everyone. Yeah.
We can, but at the same time, we have to pick our battles very carefully. Otherwise, we will spread ourselves too thin, and then we will find ourselves surrounded by who knows.
I believe that maybe if we do find an opportunity, we should take it. But risk reward is very much a necessity right now. I mean, I don't want to be a pessimist or not. But right now, we are doing something very special. And we need all of us for this to succeed. So we have to decide our battles very carefully.
I don't believe this Danica would wish us to risk ourselves to potentially fall to our depths for the sake of saving her.
I understand. I mean, maybe right now there's no such thought in her mind anymore, but that is what she would have thought before all of that happened, I'm sure. Well, that's all. That's all I could do for this night. And it was quite strenuous, so if some of you could support my capabilities a bit, that would be nice. A few souls, maybe.
Certainly, if you need them.
I can provide a few, seeing as I do not use many.
I think I should be careful for a bit.
No worries. Yeah, so out of game, is there like potential to let go of some of your pot 1 souls? That's mostly what Illyria needs.
I could give 2, and
Yeah.
then if I give any more, I'll be on literally 1 potion to 1 soul. So
No.
I can give 4, yeah.
All right, let's handle that during the break, because I guess that after handing souls to each other, just set up your watches and
Yeah,
head
we
to
just go
bed.
choose. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
take a watch, whatever one. Yeah, yeah so.
Mhm.
But
Go Don't worry about it. You all go to bed with a heavy heart. Do your thing, your ablutions and stuff. Let's go for some break. Refill your glasses.
Break time.
Yeah, break time, break time. Enjoy it. Enjoy it while it lasts. Wow, things get great. That was also
maybe.
yeah.
Yep. Sorry.
Sorry.
No.
No, sorry, you go
was with-
first.
I wanted to go to business immediately.
Yeah,
so
that's
you go
fine.
with the fun stuff.
Okay. No, I was just gonna say that was really ricochet fun for me. That was.
yes.
Oh, jeez. So many different voices of people. I needed okay, turn it on, turn it on.
Yep. Now you gotta be ready every night. Gotta do my check-ins.
Good.
Lyria
Keep me on
doesn't
my
really use-
toes. Keep me on my
Yeah,
toes.
She doesn't really use her 3rd and 4th level spells outside of for casting haste.
That's fair.
So
Yeah.
She
You know,
has
use all your advantages. Descending is very important.
yeah.
Yeah.
So on the business side, I was thinking maybe one but Irius could give her 1 potency, 1 soul, and then she has enough. Or maybe just a half soul, since we got a bunch of half souls. You could also just give me 2 half souls.
Yeah, Irius can perhaps do the half souls because, perhaps that is more up there. But let's see what the other people say. I'm gonna go refill my glass. I'll be right back.
Do it.
Ah.
Ew.
Hey yo. How we doing?
Good.
Good. Just chilling. It's nice. Don't have to do the brain power that is a combat.
Yes. Well, I need to think of my words for every message.
Yeah, you get to take the mental workload.
I see.
Mhm. Yeah.
You lazy bean.
Well, lazy bean.
You're a
Fuck
lazy
you.
bean.
Yeah. What am I gonna do? Deny that? I've been chilling.
Yeah, that's fair. It's nice.
Yeah. But I assume we don't want to do all of the long rest stuff because we need to do the rests and watches before we do.
Yeah.
Or at least we do soul transfer.
Yeah, like you just do the soul transfer out of it happens. But when everybody
Oh, I don't need to
return,
roll.
the night is going to be calm, so there is not going to be any need for perception intelligence checks. If there's somebody who wants to do something specifically important during the watch, I'm going to ask for that. Otherwise, we're going to do clean up with the long rest stuff.
Perfect. Alright. Yeah, I can give 2 potency 1 souls over. If you wish.
I think 1 is probably fine.
Just 1?
Yeah, one
I
and
don't
then
use them that often, so I don't mind. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if you're willing to give 2, that would be great.
Yeah.
The problem with Illyria is that she does cast a lot, and her spellcasting
Yeah.
modifier is not that amazing. So
Most of
end up
my casting quotation marks is smites, and smites don't take soul checks
oh, that's
or
cool.
spellcasting.
Okay.
So, like the spells that I have, I cast sort of depending on situations, and most of the time it's not more than like 2. So
That
it's
definitely
good.
would be amazing, yeah. Because I did
I'm
lose a
sorry.
bunch of souls.
Yeah, you also do like sending and shit, so you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, as I said, she just doesn't have that amazing of a spellcasting modifier, and she's like also most of her specialities in hitting things.
Makes sense, you know.
My spellcasting's shit
Yeah.
because Revenant took 4 of my levels.
Yeah, I understand. That is very
Yeah.
fair.
It's a power for conditions, so you know, gotta be.
Hey, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that it's a sacrifice of humanity for power.
I'm back.
Welcome
I made
back.
a deal with the devil.
I
Yeah.
have a really tasty majul date here.
A what?
A date.
A date?
Majul
Oh yeah,
date.
like a date as in
Hey,
like a
Beck.
mating. Yeah.
It's like
Like
a
a
really big, thick date. Yeah.
Wow, like it out.
With a PH.
It's called a majul date. Like majul.
I see.
Sometimes the
Oh.
lips.
Bad luck, Arius.
So, Hamatia,
Yeah.
would you be able to give over, I guess, like 2 half souls, maybe?
Yeah. To whom? Who needs
To
souls?
me, to me.
Yeah, I can
Really
give you
raises his
souls.
hand and jumps. Me.
I've lost so many souls in these
I'm
2
hungry for souls.
Oh, Jesus.
Your
It's
soul
a soul
is
thing to say,
mine.
actually.
I have a bunch of half souls if you needed to.
Your soul is forfeit.
Yeah, I might just because I mean all the spells she casts, she can use half souls. pretty
Like, I think
effectively.
I have 5 half souls. I can give you
Yes,
some.
yeah.
Eh,
So
eh,
maybe
I can give you so many halves.
You got another 5 half souls with the zombies, by the way, Hamatia.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
I-
I put it in. I put it in.
That's what I'm saying.
Did
Yeah.
we add it to Arius? The extra souls?
have to touch
No,
appreciation.
not for the half ones, no.
No, so he got also 5, right? Or 4?
I think 4. Yeah, 4 was the
4.
number everyone
Oh,
got.
yeah,
Yeah.
4 for everyone.
16 divided
And
by
3
4.
to-
Yeah, and then I
Yeah.
got 3 because I don't
Yeah.
need as many.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna put it in.
I
think
definitely
right
just
now,
side note.
if I get
Oh, go
yeah.
ahead. No, go ahead. It's just trivia.
Yeah, if I get like 2, like I guess 2 half souls from Amatia, if Jeffcos is willing to give 2 potency 1, like I'm already pretty fine, I think. I feel like I'm gonna burn through it pretty quickly, but for the near future, I should be fine.
For the current time.
Yeah. If I get lucky, I might just not, you know?
Okay, yeah. So, as you guys handle that, let's we can move things over. No problem. You will have certainly a couple of minutes before bed, all to yourself in calm. Let's go to the watches. It's going to be a calm night, so we're not going to spend too much going through the rigmarole of it. But for Hamatia, Nyx, and Jivkas, is there anything important that you want to do during the night?
If someone else is like awake from the coven, Amatia would like to speak with them. If not, then that's fine.
Oh, okay. Do you like head out into the you guys were prompted that if you needed anything during the night or during the evening, that you were free to knock onto Dana's door?
It's only she doesn't want to wake anyone up. Just like if someone is awake, she wanted to speak with them, and if not, that's fine as well.
Maybe perhaps earlier that evening, but currently it's like midnight time. That's they have retired.
Yeah.
They have retired. Sadly.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
If you don't want to wake anybody up, that's it is. Okay.
Nix will attempt to once again read decipher a card.
Read a card.
Read the cards.
Reading the card explains the card. Okay. Which are we aiming for?
Probably the same one that we thought we would do.
Mm-hmm.
It was either the mercenary, or the dictator, I think, that we chose.
Yeah.
last time.
Set down elementalist or something.
Yeah, you had Elementalist and
Elementalist, yeah.
Dictator, I think, that you guys don't have the extra.
Yeah, that we don't know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The full.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
the
Full
set
gist of
down
it.
elementalist was for Babali Saga.
Yeah, but it would just be for the card in
Yeah, I
itself.
know, but like
Mhm.
in a way, how we use
Yeah,
it.
Elementalist.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do the 5 of stars to see
Yeah,
if he can get
for sure.
that.
You can, like, in post, get a little bit more of, like, in general context for what the reading you did in the past. But for mechanics going forward, the more, if all cards you have unlocked, like, full understanding of, and you managed to do a reading with cards you've unlocked, you get way more info in general. So it is good to clear this off for the future, for sure. Okay, we're aiming for Elementalist.
We are.
So that's the suit of fire.
Pseudoglyphs. No, wait.
Yes. Right? Stars, right? No, glyphs?
Oh, stars. Oh, stars. Stars. Why did you say fire?
Ah, stars, fire. Both of them are synonymous with each other in the Tarwaka sense. Stars and fire. You do have.
Stars is cunning.
Yeah, you have like a breakthrough on the in the top one. Yeah, okay, cunning. Let's do DV14 empathy cunning. Oh.
Aww.
Oh well. It's a tricky card.
Oh.
Not to crack.
I'm gonna use inspiration for this. I do have inspiration.
Okay, yeah, use it.
Because like it's the second time in a row we failed.
Yeah,
So,
it's
we need to get through this, otherwise we're never
Yeah.
gonna get through them. So
Come on.
let's see if it works.
Oh god, what the heck?
Hey, man.
My rolls almost here. What is this?
Are you like Nick's date? Are you Nick's like Nick's? Why? Oh my tongue.
What
Nick.
are you talking about?
Do you can attempt to try again if you want to, but then you will be exhausted.
But then I get 2 levels of exhaustion, so
Mhm.
we need to do stuff
Wait.
Okay.
tomorrow, and
More
otherwise
gonna be
it'll be-
important. Yeah.
There is definitely frustration during this night. Perhaps everything, compounding, and this is a suit that is way more, intelligence-based, wizards and science and intellectuals in general, and it might not be Nick's strong suit. Haha. Sad. Okay. Anything else for this night?
I think I'm okay.
Jivkos
I'm
will
sleeping.
probably, during his watch, take about an hour of it to read more of the book. But later on, get a little distracted, as this is the first time that he's been, I'd say, this injured without it just killing him and just reforming the next day. Sort of watching his flesh reform in both like interest, disgust, and like intrigue in sort of how exactly it works.
Mm-hmm.
So there's sort of like the tugs of discomfort and realization of the reminder of what he is. But why and what exactly he is, he still doesn't have a full idea of. As the current one he only thinks of is just that it's a curse from Strahd, or a curse from the mountains from that. And is it just to be so against his order that it would curse him with this for trying to prevent people from going to the mountains? Was it something from Strahd, as this works in his favor? It's just internal dialogue, essentially.
Yeah. You are in a different, a very strange and peculiar state. Yeah. What does it all mean? It's not natural, that's for sure.
Just a bit of flavor.
But there's certainly also gratitude that you're here, and
Would have been easier to be dead, but he can do more now.
Yeah.
Redemption.
Indeed. Okay, cool. Roll, you guys, hit dice, recover abilities, recover spells.
Woo! I think
Question.
to roll.
Yeah,
So
Let's see
you
how-
regain. Go ahead,
Huh?
sorry.
No, I just wanted to say, let's see how much you fucked me up.
You
I'm
actually
a success.
very fine,
Holy
yeah.
shit, yeah. I'm good.
You stayed very safe. It was like Illyrian just sort of like into shit. Do we get the hit dice first? Or do we use them and then regain?
Are
I
you?
think we get the hit dice and then we use them.
Yes,
isn't it?
yes, in that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
not as good.
if you use them, you'll have less for next day, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Spending your vitality, so you cannot heal just forever and everything. And you have to spend largest first, and you regain smallest first. Yes.
That is all my hit dice, and I'm not full HP. The curse of taking the tough feat, but not ever getting an addition to your like regaining from it. It sucks.
We can't choose to use the smaller one. We have to always use up our
Yeah,
big
yeah.
ones.
You
Use
need to
big
go
first,
from you go from larger to smaller.
Okay, I think I'll stay at this, I guess. Because I could have done if I'm smart. I assume we kind of had a short rest with the bath, taking a bath.
Yeah, but if you do choose to regain health points on a short rest, you need to spend a use of a healer's kit.
No, I get second wind back.
Ah, fair.
I get one more use of it.
Vitality courses through your discipline and tactics of your youth.
Yes.
Youthfulness.
You've been in the trenches, and you're stronger for it. Indeed. Okay. You all come to in your own various pace. You perform your morning ablutions. Arius kind of discards the alarm spell. Very happy it didn't go off. You visit the same washroom for your daily needs. Illyria, in this process of waking up and going through everything, you happen to look out the window and kind of parked right there. Not there when you woke up, but now it is just like staked into the ground. There is the sack painted face of a scarecrow right outside the window, just staring in.
Right.
and it kind of jump scared you a little bit.
Yeah, I think she kind of like gets jump scared. It's like what the, and she'll walk over. I think everyone else sees that probably. Like the rest are kind of waking up too, right? I assume.
And I think you made a sound, and like most people
Yeah,
in the
for
room
sure.
kind
Yes,
of
and then
paused.
she walks over, kind of opens the window, and say,
Oh, yeah, it's
That's-
impossible to. The window is actually like nailed into the wall. It's impossible to open these
Okay.
windows.
I think she will then, I guess, speak through them, and say, "That's not quite polite, Bubbly Saga. Watching us sleep."
Ist straw. It's like a linen sack and some sloppy paint.
Cool. Maybe we will need to talk about this another time. She kind of just like takes like a bed sheet. Maybe there's more beds than we are in here, or there's like extra bed sheets or whatever, and kind of like puts that over the window, so it like
Yeah, you can
covers.
definitely do that. You can do that for sure. Like hanging in like these, there's like extra bedding. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Do you rejoin in the main room or?
Yeah.
We get together again.
Okay. In the main room, Matea, Dana, and Mary are already up, and they're kind of in the corner of this large area, and they brought out a shit, the word disappeared from me. You know those big, like those wooden wheels that you spin garn with?
A loom?
A yarn, a loom. Yes, they're in the corner with a loom, and together, working together with these puffs of goat fur. They're making yarn together. Matea kind of halt the process to kind of stand straight and like nods to you all morning, and you get offered like a herbal tea. Sorry. That tickled my funny bone. You get offered a pretty strong, like, herbal tea for breakfast. Otherwise, they're not offering any more food to you.
Yeah. Take out our own rations.
You can spend like 2, like half for the day, and if you need to spend more, then it's the other 2. For sure. Matea in the end kind of comes over, letting Dana and Mary continue working, and she says, "So, what's the plan for today? Need me to give you directions towards Wukons or Rumens so you don't accidentally step into a pond like you did yesterday?"
Indeed.
I don't think we accidentally stepped into a pond, but just so happened to be in the way.
That's fair. But yeah, we would like to meet them. So I guess we need directions.
You... I am not entirely... I think your friends have called you Chivkas. You said you've been here in the past. Must be ancient, if so.
Indeed. I treaded these paths when they were not Res, but Luna Village.
That old. And I thought I was venerable.
I am a knight, after all.
I have not had the pleasure of hearing about it, but I know that many peculiar things lurk in the mists.
I would hope that you would not run into my compatriots. They are not so free of mind.
I cannot leave this place anymore, such of course. I've chosen to dedicate my life to it, and I think Baba is protecting us from such incursions.
Well, then you shall worry about no such thing. But, of course, keep an eye out for any like me.
I
We
see.
do not stop.
Thank you for the free knowledge that you give. If you're feeling generous this morning, what was this place like before all of this?
It was a town, of course, inhabited by all walks of life and full of it. There were many practitioners of art and trades. The school was busy and the roads well traveled by those interested in my order. We, in fact, took up refuge in this very building when staying in the town.
Really?
Indeed.
So, in a sense, I've taken over your home.
I would not call it a home. More somewhere to stay temporarily. My only home is in Argenvostolt.
Then I guess the spirit of this place is satisfied that it can protect and host more people, even in this late stage of his life. And she, gently caresses a wooden beam.
It, I am sure, would be glad to continue to serve, as many of the others here have fallen into such disrepair. It does sadden me to see it so, but we do have one main culprit to thank for the condition of this place.
Culprit? Is a natural disaster, no?
Of course.
Ah. Well, I do feel a strange kind of kinship with this building. And this place, it's abandoned and old and, well, worse for wear. But in this last moments of his life, it can serve some kind of purpose of aiding a few still are here. The last place for us to go.
I believe that if we can, we may strive for a time that the town reopens its gates and arms to any who wish to rejuvenate it into even a shadow of what its past self was.
We have scavenged much search, of course, over the years, and there are not any resources, and they are dwindling. There's also many dangers, even if, as acolytes, we are somewhat protected. Baba don't wish to coddle us either. There are things in the wilderness, in the mists, in the night, that should be avoided. And if it not for our magical talents, I think more of us would have died more often than what we do.
Is this the dangers of the mists? Something that you wish to trade with me? As all we are travelers, and I am revisiting such a place, it would be more pleasant and prudent to traverse it safely.
Well, I have goat jerky, I have goat milk, goat cheese, goat hide, goat yarn, goat alcohol, and a few gnarly vegetables to my name.
I meant more the information of dangers,
Ah,
as you seem to be well versed.
yes, well, if a ration or two of varied food is offered, perhaps I can be more loose-lipped.
Just sort of look back to Nyx. He has no idea how many rations they have. He doesn't eat.
We have plenty of rations if you would need them. How many might you need for certain lip loosening?
If you provide what you provided yesterday, I will be satisfied.
I think we can arrange that. Nyx takes out another 4 rations.
I see. Okay, well, my stomach is already making somersaults at the news of varied food. Well, my home is the most dangerous at night. It's almost as if they are nocturnal in the natural rhythm of being, as if they don't exist almost during the day and then apparates. There are many a spirit hosting these dwellings. I fear they are tormented by what has happened. There might even be a acolyte or two from unfortunate circumstances, spirits that still linger, but if they become troublesome, we usually grow up and have to vanquish them. It is a slow process of choosing a structure and raiding it for all its resources, because we do not know what dwells within. There are, of course, dangerous wildlife, swarms of various insects, snakes, venomous spiders, and centipedes. There are sometimes shambling groups of roving dead. They usually stay out of the more central areas of the village, but can be encountered during the night. The graveyard in particular, down by that mansion ruin southwards, is rife with them and should be avoided. The homes surrounding it are also in particularly plenty with spirits and shumling husks, you should say. If you disturb or disrespect one of Baba's own resources, like the goats or the painstakingly created orchard up in the hills, the scarecrows will burn you, and do so quickly. They spring to life disconcertingly quickly and are rather callous. Then there is a large shape made of wine and seaweed, ivy, bark. We don't see it often, but if a witch would find herself alone and not manage to get far enough, quickly enough, there has been a few of our ranks over the years that have, unfortunately, been killed by it. It seems malicious. But as I said, seldomly spotted. And then, of course, there is the islands, that small island beyond the southern one. It should not be visited at any cost. It is extremely dangerous.
Why?
That sounds like it may be the uprooted tree, if it is that large and detailed so.
No. The tree, well, Baba hasn't. It was a couple of months ago. It began first moving underneath her control. That island has been a constant companion, and my own coven master, a very long time ago, warned me to never go in its vicinity.
The island.
The island.
The one.
Yes.
Oh,
But why?
Well, because none who have ever visited of our ranks have ever returned.
I mean, you don't know why, but you just because you think that the island is haunted or there's something strong there. Or...
Young man, I don't
No.
go around poking fires for pleasure. I'm in the business of survival and keeping all of these people safe and as happy as they can be. I have no death wish.
That's fine. I was just merely. I'm a curious kind of fellow.
I see.
All right.
Well, I hope the satisfaction will be strong enough to revitalize you after the fact.
I assume she also gives us the information on where the other covens are.
Yes, we are burning daylight, as to say. Then, tonight, are you aware of where the carpenter's shop used to be situated?
of course.
Well, Rumen's coven has attempted to renovate it, and it's their home, as to say. You will find him there. Then, of course, you know of the fish docks and the shoreline.
Of course.
The ruin of the second watermill The one in the center. There's very much close by a wooden pier that stretches out into the waters. You will find Wukon's home at the end of it.
I see you all positioned yourself at a distance from each other.
I wish it wasn't so. I've spent most of my time as Coven leader to mend the chasms between us, but there is suspicion and there's jealousy and there's so many things that we humanoids possess between us.
Well, it seems you traded a rightfully good amount of information. I am thankful for your assistance.
It's an investment, don't get me wrong.
Leary will nod.
I hope
And we'll
you
pay
bring me...
back.
Good. I hope you bring me the truth today. So, may the Mother walk with you.
Right. Doesn't seem like in the mist we can really avoid her, so probably. And she kind of like, puts her shoes back on and gets ready to leave.
I
Okay.
think Jivkov would actually, before leaving, use his lay on hands on himself to knit
Okay.
together more of the flesh and sinew.
Fair.
Yes, as we kind of get ready to move on, Leary will say, okay, so, seems like rations is a good way of starting a conversation, so perhaps we can have Wukong agree to talk to us in exchange for some food.
We may hope he is so receptive to a conversation.
I mean, from what Matea said, Wukong at least seems knowledgeable, old, and not bad. So yeah, I mean, Rumen sounds.
I mean, we are still speaking in hag standards, right? So,
Yeah, but I mean, these are no offense. I mean, they're not really hags. They're more like supportive cast of Bablu Saga.
I guess you stepped out for this conversation.
Yes, for sure. We already stepped out.
Yeah. Figured.
I think he might have a lot of information. He was Baba's apprentice before. He might even know that Strahd is responsible for this flood and not just a natural disaster. So we might be able to level with him just a little bit.
okay, maybe let's try.
And Rumen, I guess we could try to talk to him, or we could like spy. To what my instincts is that he will not be receptive even if we bring a ration.
I'd like to speak with Fuman anyway, because I don't want to
Right,
believe
maybe-
in the narrative.
Right, we have you. You are perfect. Yes. You are an ambassador for your place. We'll put the rations in your hands. And, you're gonna be like, hey, it's a misunderstanding, but, she wants to test you if you're ready to be the new, witch. And you're supposed to, befriend the covens, while being able to show that you can survive in this. Right?
I mean,
That's kind of true. It is true, in a way.
I'm not supposed to befriend. I mean, the
How?
thing is, they are all communicating with each other, so it's not like I can dupe him.
No, not necessarily. But I mean, you know, I think it is clear why we're here. We want to impress Baba and, you know, get in her good graces.
Really?
So-
You get in her good graces?
Ahem. She like looks around for scarecrows. Yes.
Right. Good graces.
This is
Through
exactly why we're here.
through the mists, you do see the hint of like 2 or 3 scarecrows, like still like remaining guard outside of the goat pen, basically, which is the leftover stone foundation of the little theater, which is just you know, next door of the Sleeping Knights Inn.
So yeah, I think that sounds reasonable, right? I mean, if you want to get into her good graces, we should, you know, at least help her covens, and that would, you know, maybe allow us to talk to her, and that's why we're here. That's why you're here.
Maybe.
I mean, you need to, yeah, you need to be in on it. You need to want to present yourself that way. I think it would be a good in, but I mean, if you feel uncomfortable with it, then you don't have to do it.
No, I can do it. I'll speak with him. Want to see what he has to say. Maybe he's an ambitious guy, so.
Yeah, let's start with Wukon. You know, you'll get your feet, you know, your feet wet there, and then talk to Rumen. Once you, you know, maybe
Indeed.
gather some better understanding on how to deal with these things. It might be more difficult than Wukon. Okay, good. Then
Good.
we'll put some rations in your hands, and we'll go to the fishing place. Jiskov?
Yes, it is actually the same direction as where we were attacked yesterday.
Oh,
Just further to the shore.
I see.
Instead of the southerly path we took. I hope that those were the only of those creatures that we will encounter.
okay. Yeah, we'll, you know, worst case. I mean, we could spend some of our power to just, you know, fly over. Or we could just gamble.
Let us see first, and then
Okay,
perhaps we may fly if required.
sounds good. We'll keep an eye out.
And please follow me.
And he'll start down the sort of southeasterly path towards the fish stocks.
Yeah. For sure. Walking past through the same scenery as yesterday, leaving behind the sleeping. Oh god, suddenly gigantic. There we go. The Sleeping Knights Inn, the creepy scarecrow standing guard for the goat pen. You trudge in old footsteps. Gosh darn. There we go. It doesn't want to cooperate with me. Okay. It doesn't want to cooperate with me at all.
That's really, I think you can lock also the thing if you want to.
Oh, please. Please say it. There's a way to lock it. But anyway.
I think it's like
Yeah.
right click and then lock.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if you can move it then at all. So maybe, you know, I think
There we go.
probably.
Nice. You pass through the abandoned ruined homesteads, and indeed in the morning there is no creepy sounds or movements or voices that can be heard from them any longer. It's indeed almost like the town is sleeping. Because you're a little bit sad to like take in the site of the school, because now when you see like the backside of it, you know like this structure that used to be rather grand and large has taken quite the beating. But you soon leave the village proper behind, and you get squished in between those two bodies of water. They're rather overt now. This time around, but they don't approach. But there are indeed, from time to time, weird moving streams of water that seems to zoom past you, but not stopping.
Good.
We may keep our wits about us. Though it seems they have seen what we can do.
I really don't want to deal with these guys again, so...
Neither. I still feel the burn.
Yeah. Same.
Okay. So, as long as we stay not on the pool, we'll fine then.
Yeah, well, last time, it seems like they're less aggressive. Perhaps we've shown our power and our capabilities. So I get the feeling them, they might be in the control of one of the caverns even. Who knows?
So,
I mean, we're going to a shore cavern, so I'm sure if these things would be a problem, they needed to find a way to deal with them one way or another, right? So maybe they're just controlling them.
maybe. Oh, there's only one way to find out.
Yes. So, Nix, how many rations do you think are reasonable for a first-time encounter?
I'm not entirely sure that rations are going to be the currency for everyone in this area.
Yeah, we need to see what they need. Maybe they need someone to pet their dog, or I don't know.
I mean, at least it seems like it. It can be a good, sweeten up the deal. I'm not saying we present it as like the one and only thing. We could just be like, here's a little gift.
Yeah, but let's see. Let's not go with the rations in hand.
Indeed, we have enough if it needs to come that way. Yes, I would think that it's not going to be a one glove fits all situation here. Everyone has
Sure.
their own needs. But of course, I mean, if we need to part with some rations, I'd say maximum we would like to give away is another, I don't know, 8 perhaps.
Okay, we'll be sparing. Yeah, just a sign of good faith would just be nice. And, I mean,
Perhaps, but we also need to survive too. We have a mission.
yes. Well, maybe
We'll
we can
see.
like magic some stuff at some point. I don't know if
I would
Martin
just
gets
not
close
go
enough to the
into it.
earth. Maybe she can create some food. Who knows?
What I'm saying, literally, is that
Yes. No.
the people of Barovia are vastly complex and different from each other. It's not like what one person likes may not be the same thing with another person. Like, how dare you give me a ration? I mean, what do you think I am? Like a
Yes.
horse?
No. You're right. It just seems like they're struggling for survival. So, but yeah, we'll be careful and reasonable.
Then let's get to it.
Indeed.
All right. Walking down the shoreline of the fish docks, because of course this area used to be a little bit worse for wear, with not as sturdy of structures, usually smaller homes, and usually a little bit more struggling in general, a lower kind of income class. And these buildings seems to perhaps are a little bit worse for wear, more often, caved in rather than standing. And there is a little bit of rot on the air, perhaps of fish, perhaps of wood, but it's certainly musky. Getting closer towards the main river, the water do clear up somewhat as you get closer to the main source, but it's still rather murky. But it seems to be rather slow moving, at least. But it to be broad, of course. And indeed, as you follow, as you head towards the oldest and most respected of these acolytes, Wukon, using Matea's directions, Chivkos. Most of the shoreline at kind of the tip of the fish docks have been eaten away at, with several building stocks and wooden piers sunken and swallowed by reeds and by water. And by the ruined watermill in the center, you spot what Matea described, a stilted pier leading out onto the misty river waters itself. There's several sticks lining the shore here with hanging ornaments made up of tied stones to strings. Each string has 3 stones in it in a descending order of size. Marking the beginning of this wooden pier is also a hanging brazier with smoldering embers still within, itself hanging from a wooden pole driven into the ground. It feels equally perhaps inviting as it does a warning. The water of the river lazily moves northwards before you, and you know how wide this river is, so it's not a surprise to you that you cannot see the other shoreline. But the mists dance low over the river, preventing you from seeing where this pier ends. As it currently stands, it looks like that rather dubious stilted bridge leads only into the mists themselves.
He does seem to have a flair for ominous buildings.
We should make our wishes known. We don't want them to jump us or something. We should.
You want to call out to him? We stand our ground here and see if there is anyone home. Maybe he's got a hot date.
Well, probably more. It's a whole coven here, I assume.
I'm not judging.
That's true.
There's a sudden splash of water, quite far away, out on the river. Hidden within the mists, 20 meters away, perhaps more?
Marcia, do you want to say something? Should we just
Another
say
splash
something like,
further away.
"Excuse me, we want to talk. We don't
Another
come. We don't
splash
mean ill harm."
further away. And then you don't hear it anymore.
Marcia?
What?
I mean, what you want to do?
I don't know.
We could just, I suppose announce that we want to have a talk and then walk the spear, I guess.
Let's try to maybe give him a knock.
Sure, we can knock the yeah. I mean, it's just a pier, but yeah, you can have things to knock. There's a brazier or something here, maybe. I don't know.
Right, let's see. Probably explore a little bit further.
I think what Illyria is trying to say, do some kind of witchy greeting, whatever feels right.
No, I don't know. We should probably, get our smarts on.
Do you remember what happened when another witch or hag or someone came to Skull Manor and how they addressed your mother?
Your sisters, maybe, is more appropriate here, I guess. They're more.
Well, nobody. Let me think. What do I remember about greeting manners?
Oh. Wow. Okay, through what Morgampha has told you.
I mean, Amatia's sneaky, she might have observed also.
I mean,
Sure. Like
she's also, like,
usually,
his servant.
I will say usually, witches don't move into each other's territory before they have been granted access, and would somehow get the attention of the owner of a territory just outside of it at the border, basically walking in and then walking out, to basically summon them to the spot, if that makes sense. And then, like, otherwise, don't touch their shit. Don't destroy their things, don't steal their things, treat them with respect. Pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to perhaps do a little bit of a greeting before we step into the territory. So,
But remember that these people are probably not as powerful as a full-fledged, hag with the territory.
yeah, but they're not hags. I mean, that was just hags, and we already entered the hags' territory. So I think just hello would be fine. They're mortal after all.
Okay, then
Yeah.
take it away. Believe in you.
Okay, I approach.
All right. Okay. This wooden walkway over the misty water seems more sturdy than you once thought. But it still sometimes buckles and sways a little bit, almost like it's floating, perhaps designed that way to yield to the movements of the currents rather than stand against them. At somewhat equal intervals, wooden beams have been thrusted into the river bed where more great plates of burning embers hang almost over the walkway itself. There's also a plethora of smaller poles that stick out of the water, flanking the pier as it goes. These are of different heights and width, of different kinds of wood, and some are decorated by hanging strings of tied-up stones in descending order of size. Others are mounted with various animal skulls angled towards the pier itself. The pier turns out to be not ridiculously long of a walk out into the river waters themselves, but the distance over the waters is still somewhat disconcerting if something would, happen. But the mists eventually do part to show a natural lagoon protected by a crescent island. In the center of the lagoon, an ashen stump of some great tree stands, its trunk ripped somewhere off in the middle and its top half missing from your view. Resting up against it, perhaps built with the support of it, is a stilted cabin. The wooden pier is attached to a small dock that hosts the bone-decorated front door to this structure, but also a roof-covered veranda with various crates and barrels, and on the other side a rowboat is anchored with easy access from this wooden porch. But more importantly, through the mists, you do see 3 figures standing, awaiting on that dock. The center one, a tall and slim shape covered by a far too long to be practical bright blue cloak with long grayish white hair that frames a face hidden in the shadows of that cowl. And that figure holds up a hand in greeting and perhaps a signal to make you pause.
Hamatia will also raise a hand to like an hello gesture, and will continue approaching.
Hail, visitors!
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Do you want to do something before I...
I was just gonna look if the way that we are expected to approach looks potentially like there may be a trap, or if there is
Yeah, perception
something-
intelligence.
Dangerous. Perhaps.
Dangerous. Dwell. The mists are rather thick around you. It's hard to tell many details, of the area around. But I mean, they do seem a little bit on guard, but not anything overt. Hail, visitors! I've heard of your arrival to my mistress' lands. For what purpose do you come to my front door? Do you swear on all you hold dear that you come in peace, or should I prepare to defend me and mine?
Hamatia shouts back. How close are we to this figure?
Currently around 20 to 15 meters.
Okay. Hamatia will speak loudly, but not shout, and go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Greetings. I am Hamatia Sunbreaker. I am the current witch of Spawn Manor, and I come not in hostility, but in offering of good faith. I wish to impress your mistress, so that she may teach me lost arts. Are we not friends then, with the same interest?
Make me either persuasion or leadership with presence, because this is all about the confidence of how you approach.
Okay. Let me check. Oh man, I haven't rolled in a while. That's nice.
Well, I guess deception. That was pretty leadership or deception. Either you speak from.
I'm going with deception.
Yeah, I figured. Either you speak from authority or you're leaning on this web of lies.
Yep. What's it gonna be? 13.
Not terrible.
Not.
I actually have inspiration.
You're my inspiration.
Am I using it? Yeah, I'm using it. I just came back after 3 weeks. I wanted a good roll.
Let's go. That's nice.
20.
Yes.
Okay. The posture seems to relax a bit, and there's definitely a smile hinted in his words, even though you can't see the face yet. Am I to receive royalty then? This should prove an interesting morning.
I am not royalty, dear friend. I am simply me. I do not wish to impose on you, but I came here trying to go a station above you or anything of that matter. I have no interest in the inner politics of your covens. I'm simply here to show what I can do to Babalizaga. So, should we speak eye to eye then?
Yes, I think we shall. Yes. Come, you're invited for tea.
Well, thank you. Mattia will signal to the rest of the party.
I think Yuri gives you a big smile and kind of squeezes her shoulder. That's like a sign of good shot.
As you get closer to the building and the figures, further details of the form and shape is revealed. A rather elegant and chiseled face of a man in his prime lies underneath the hood, with strange scars and grooves covered by glistening gold, paint, or something otherwise. They connect in a simple geometric shape with his equally golden eyes that curiously take you all in with a gaze that holds no malice, but is not totally at ease either. In stark contrast to his rather noble posture and looks is a much older and sickly-looking man with a hulking posture, dressed in dirty rags, a stringy dark brown hair, and with deeply sunken, cold blue eyes. He regards you all with unveiled displeasure and some exhaustion. He hovers close to the boat, content with his place in the shadowy corner, or perhaps ready to jump at any notice of danger. For three of you, Harmartia, Nyx, Illyria, you take in the third presence of the coven, and the face make you do a double take. That's Anna Kreskov. Perhaps more dirty and haggard looking, and she regards you with open shock as she also recognizes you. And I think at that point, we're going to end tonight's episode of Charismatic Misery.
What the hell? Where's she going?